How's it going, creeps? Welcome back to Cinema Creeps. So tonight we are watching 1973's Don't Look in the Basement. So this is going to be another one of those fun public domain horror movies from the 70s. So if you haven't seen this movie, it is from people that did I Spit on Your Grave or Last House on the Left. You can tell from the poster here, it sort of looks like that classic Last House on the Left poster. So, uh, let's go ahead and check out the synopsis for this film real quick. So it says a young psychiatric nurse goes to work at a remote asylum following a murder. There, she experiences very degrees of torment from the patient. So you have S.F. Brownrigg, which is the director. We're going to check this dude out real quick and see what else he's done. Um, Don't Hang Up from 1974, Keep My Grave Open, and Scum of the Earth. So I've seen Don't Hang Up. I haven't seen these other two. So we'll definitely have to check those out at some point if those are public domain. I'm not sure if they are or not. 73, Chuck. What's up? How you doing? I think you were born in 73 because last week when we were watching 1976's Drive-In Massacre, you said you were 3 years old when that came out. I remember you saying that. So let's go back and let's see. Thomas Pope and Tim Pope. So Boom Squad, if you're out there. Brandon Pope, maybe you're related to these fools. Cold Dog Soup, The Manitou, Lords of Discipline, and A Great Ride. So I don't know any of these films, but probably suck. So I'm not gonna look too far into that. So I've never seen this film. I don't know much about it, so I'm really excited to watch it. Very rarely do I find any of these old films that I haven't seen. So stoked with this one, especially since I'm a big fan of Last House on the Left and I Spit on Your Grave. Even as gross as they are, I still really like both films because they played an important part in the slasher genre. So let's uh let's talk about Fallout real quick. Have either one of you guys or anybody out there watched the Fallout series on Prime yet? Because I'm 2 episodes in, so I haven't watched a lot of it, but the 2 episodes I have watched, freaking gnarly. I wish I had the time to sit and binge watch because I think the first season is only 8 hours. Um, so there's some audio issues. Let me see if this will fix it here. Can you hear me better now? Quick, see if we can fix this audio problem. What is up, Augustus M. Bradley? How you doing? Is the audio better? Can you hear me, or does it still sound kind of wonky? Kind of choppy. Damn, that's unfortunate. I don't know why that would be. Let me see here. Everything looks correct on my end. Um, hey, with the teeth still kicking your ass, huh? Yeah, that stuff can be kind of serious. Um, Kind of choppy. Wow, that sucks. Let me see if I can figure out why that might be. Give me just a minute. It might be because I have a million and one tabs open. Maybe it's doing something with that. All right, you guys let me know if this audio is getting any better. as I'm closing out crap that's on my desktop, 'cause I honestly have, like, a dozen tabs open that I didn't realize were open. Um, alright. Let me see here. Yeah, I'm showing good connection, so it's weird that my audio is, sounding strange. Maybe I just got too much crap open here. Um, it comes and goes sometimes. You're clear. Oh, well, let me see. Alright, so how does it sound? Any better now? Or is it still same issue? Alright, well, hopefully it's not too bad. We'll get this thing on the road regardless. Um, because I could sit here and I could screw around with this audio all day long. So, like I said, have you guys seen the Fallout series on Amazon? Anybody watch that yet? Because it's freaking gnarly. Like I said, I'm 2 episodes in, and, I was a huge fan of the Fallout game, so really, really excited about the series. And so far, the series has done a really good job at having um, little Easter eggs, and of course, doing a real good job at set design, just like the game. So if you're a fan of the games, you'll really, really like the show. Like I said, I think there's only 8 episodes in season 1. I think that sounds right. And I wish I had the time this week to binge watch it, but that's what I'll probably be doing beginning of the week. And I'll probably be doing some recaps over the Fallout series on this channel. So if you're interested in Fallout, look for those on the channel. Those may just be on the Patreon. I'm not sure since they're not really exactly horror. It's kind of horror adjacent. But if you like Fallout, we're going to talk about it. So don't look in the basement. I imagine that Walter Goggins. I believe so. Let's look it up. That's what we are here to do. So, let me see here. Yeah, he's the one that plays the ghoul, I think, this dude here. Which that is such a gnarly character, and they've pulled it off really well, just like the game. So let me see. Yeah, Walter Goggins, Cooper Howard. So yeah, so his character is the ghoul. So yeah, he's a gnarly actor. Um, And the main actress right here, I can't remember her name, but her name is Lucy in the show, Ella Purnell, Lucy McClane, like, she is super good in her role too. I highly recommend at least watching the first couple episodes. You don't have to be a fan of the game, Chuck, if you've never played it. The show is good regardless. So I'm trying to stay away from spoilers because there's already people that have binged the entire show and have an entire review video up for it. I don't know how these people have this much time to watch this much TV. Because on top of this, it's like they're watching every other new movie that's come out, and I'm trying my best. But I'm just really trying to get these film review trailers out. I still haven't shot the Texas Chainsaw Massacre franchise ranking video. I do have a video coming out tomorrow, and maybe after we wrap up this live stream, I'll shoot another video for Sunday. We'll just see what happens. So, anyways, yeah, he's a killer actor. He always plays that like hardened sort of cowboy character. Um, yeah, he's pretty cool. But, yeah, killer series so far, really, really liking it, and, the cinematography is great in it, the acting is really good in it, and like I said, they really are doing the video game justice, and I wanna say I read an article today that, was talking about they got greenlit for a season 2 already, so, um, you know but yeah, you can tell just from these images here if you've played the game, you know, they stay pretty true to, or yeah, they stay pretty true to the look of the game, so he has a Pip-Boy on, he has the Vault suit on here. It's pretty cool. The storyline so far is pretty cool, and there he is, as the Ghoul, so and then it has the Brotherhood of Steel in here, they play a big key component, so really you have 3 different storylines, right? You have the Ghoul storyline, you have a Brotherhood of Steel storyline, and you also have, the Vault Dweller, Lucy, her storyline, so it's pretty cool, you got 3 different storylines going on, so like I said, I'm only 2 episodes in, hasn't been a boring moment. CGI, of course, it's gonna be CGI heavy. It doesn't look bad though, it looks pretty good. It doesn't really take you out of it. So, I don't know. It's pretty gnarly. Definitely recommend it. So, anyways, Fallout. But the reason we're here is not for Fallout, it is Don't Look in the Basement from 1973. Uh, Don't Look Back, not that. Here we go, right here. Now, like I said, this should be public domain. If for some reason they try to shut me down, YouTube, for playing this film, then, I will be back with something else, that is not gonna be, something that will get shut down, I guess. But, like I said, I hope you guys got snacks, you got some candy, got some coffee, got some water. We're gonna go ahead and crank up this film, and, it's gonna be a YouTube stream, so if there's ads, we'll stop in the middle and we'll talk, or we'll come back during the ads and we'll talk. But feel free to chat away in the comments like we normally do. And other than that, let's get this movie started. And if the audio starts being really wonky during the movie, let me know and I'll stop and I will try to adjust it the best I can. So, Don't Look in the Basement, 1973.
Now look careful. I just heard them, Sam. It's gotta be them, Sam. It's almost 1930 hours. They would have left an hour ago. I think that's them. Hear 'em, Sam, real low. Watch, above those trees.
Are they really coming, Sergeant?
You wait. They do this every night. Sam, what's that? Right through there.
I don't like it when you say they're coming, Sergeant.
It scares me.
It's all right, Sam. It's all right now.
Shall I tell him, Jenny?
Yes, and you both come away from the window. It's been longer than 10 minutes.
Sergeant, Jenny says it's all right now. Come on, it's all right. Jenny, if they do come, will I see them?
No one's ever seen them, Sam. Now let's not be late for supper again, shall we?
Peacock is the exclusive streaming home of Oppenheimer, winner of 7 Academy Awards, including Best Picture.
3. The president needs to know what's next.
2. And Best Director.
Baby, baby, baby. Supper's in a few minutes, Harriet. You'll have to leave your baby here. You know the rules in the dining room. Later you can come back to her when you finish.
Don't touch my baby. Don't you ever touch my baby again.
All right, Harriet, I won't touch your baby.
You better not. You know what will happen to you. I'll kill you. I swear to God, I'll kill you.
Ready to eat, Sam?
Oh, every night. Dr. Stevens makes me eat the soup. I bet you don't know how many kinds of soup I've eaten, Jenny. Come on, guess.
I don't know, Sam.
Jenny, when can we put my boat in the water?
Sam, there's something I've got to tell you. We've been friends for a long time now. But I'm going to have to leave now. I'm going to have to say goodbye.
Goodbye? That means you're gonna leave me, Jane? We can't play with the boat?
I'm sorry. Oh, I miss you, Sam. But I just can't take this any longer. Oh, I know you don't understand. When you're ready, come eat your supper. I'll be in to join you later on. Right now, I have to go and talk to Dr. Stevens.
Jennifer. Jane is going away. Would you have me put my boat in the water? I bet Janie didn't say goodbye to you, neither. I bet you.
Use the axe, Judge. Listen to me, Judge. Use the axe, Judge. Go ahead, Judge. Use the axe. Use it. Again, Judge. Once more again. Strike out. Harder, Judge. Oh, again. That's it, Judge. Hit it again. And again. Strike it. Strike it.
Dr. Stevens, I must speak to you.
Yes? What is it, Jane? He's doing very well tonight. Can you sense how each stroke reaches down, freeing some part of his conflict? Perhaps just a cell or two of the unconscious brain, yet he's reaching it. Reach for it, Judge.
Dr. Stevens.
Yes.
Doctor, I've come to a decision about all this. I just can't take it any longer. Harriet threatened me again tonight. I'm leaving. Well, you said you had someone else coming out tonight, someone to help.
I can't accept that decision, Janie. You're a professional. I won't allow you to do it.
Put it down, Judge! Put it down, Judge! Put it down!
Judge! 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 Put it down, Judge. Put it down, Judge! Put it down!
I think that
Oh, God. Oh, how did this happen?
I don't know.
Oh, get out of here. Judge. Judge. We're not going to do anything foolish. Get the axe, Sam. Very quietly, we're going to walk into the house. Come on, Judge. Don't look at Dr. Stevens. I'm going to help you. Come on, quietly. Quietly, calmly. That's right. Into the house. I'm coming with you. That's right, Judge. Sam, put the axe down on the ground. Sam. Sam, listen to me. From now on, I'm going to take care of the family. I'm going to take care of Cameron and Janie and all the others. Do you understand?
But Jane is leaving.
Oh? All right, listen to me. I'll be back in a few minutes to tell you what to do with Dr. Stevens. Do you understand me? I'm coming, Judge. That's right, quietly, calmly.
Don't cry, baby. Don't cry. I'll get you a bottle. Here's your... Daddy! My baby! Daddy! My baby! Ah! Daddy! Shut up! Daddy! My baby! What have you done with my baby? Daddy!
Harriet, what's wrong?
Baby? Baby, baby.
Harriet, what's wrong?
What have you done to my baby child?
Nothing.
You took my baby.
No.
You took that precious child away from me.
No.
You took my baby. My baby.
Hello? Dr. Stevens?
Jeannie, the lady.
Go to your room now, Sam. Have you been standing there long?
Why, no. In fact, I just this minute came in. I didn't see
I'm
anyone.
Dr. Masters, Geraldine Masters. Am I expecting you?
Well, perhaps Dr. Stevens hasn't mentioned my coming. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm Charlotte Beale, RA in psychiatric therapy.
Beale?
Yes, I'm to get settled in tonight. I'm starting with Dr. Stevens first thing in the morning.
Well, perhaps you'd better go into my office. This way.
I'm sorry about what's gonna happen to you.
Man, these stupid ads, they sneak up on me. These stupid ads. Yeah, they're so quick, and then they just come up out of nowhere. I could play this on, like, Tubi, but Tubi doesn't matter if you have a subscription to it or not, or, an account, they still run ads. So, it's almost impossible to play anything on here that's in the public domain and not have some sort of ads on it. You know, I could download the movie, but a lot of times if I try to use live streaming software to stream that movie, it just gives me a black square. So you have to basically take what you can get when it comes to live streaming movies. It's a pain in the ass. So, all right, let's get back to it.
Have a seat. Now, would you mind telling me again just who you are and exactly what you're doing here?
Dr. Masters, I'm sorry you haven't been informed about my coming. You see, Dr. Stevens hired me, about a week ago, I think it was. Yes, on the 20th. I had heard about Dr. Stevens' unusual psychiatric methods and called for an interview. He liked my training and background and said he was terribly short on qualified help and asked if I would start this next week, which is today.
Now, just wait a minute, Miss Beale. First of all, I was not informed about your coming here. And secondly, I feel sure that Dr. Stevens would have brought this up with me if he'd reached a decision about you.
Dr. Masters, certainly there can't be a mistake. Oh, perhaps it's just an oversight and you weren't...
That's just the point, Miss Beale. Dr. Stevens would not have made an oversight. Not about something as important as increasing our staff, not when there are just 3 of us. Normally, 3 of us on the staff.
You know, perhaps I really should go in to see the doctor. He's expecting
Miss
me...
Beale, I have something very unpleasant to tell you. We've had a tragedy here. We've lost Dr. Stevens. He was viciously attacked by one of the patients, and he died shortly afterwards. So you can see this is just not the time to discuss any of this. Well, surely you can understand how his death has greatly changed things. Naturally, I've taken over in his place. But since I wasn't informed about your coming here, I feel no need to keep any minor commitment that he may have made. Well, certainly not now. See, I'm changing some administrative objectives, and what Dr. Stevens had in mind may not be exactly what I'm planning. Well, not now.
I just can't believe Dr. Stevens is dead.
We have to accept that, Miss Beale. I just don't believe you could be of any help right now.
Dr. Masters, I gave up a perfectly good job to come here. They wanted me to stay, but I left.
What place are you talking about?
Green Park General Hospital. I was supervisor of the psychiatric
I'm not
ward.
questioning your qualifications. Did Dr. Stevens talk with your supervisor about your leaving?
Oh, I'm sure he did. Besides, I showed them this letter of acceptance from Dr. Stevens.
Then they knew about your coming here, then?
Why, yes.
Do you have any place to go from here, Miss Beale?
Well, frankly, no. Unless, of course, Green Park would consider taking me back. I suppose I could tell them what's happened here. About Dr. Stevens. And about your taking over. Perhaps they would make some sort of consideration.
Miss Beale, frankly, I have a very difficult decision. There have been some abnormal reactions with a few of the patients. Dr. Stevens trusted them. He treated them as though he were their father. So realistically, this has been a death in the family. Now my job is to recreate that trust. I doubt seriously that Green Park would take you back, and it'd be very awkward trying to explain all of this, so... Well, since you're here and Dr. Stevens did make the commitment, I guess you might as well start in the morning.
Thank you, Dr. Masters.
Now, you must understand that I'm not offering you anything of a permanent nature. It takes a very special attitude to work here.
Dr. Stevens told me that.
Dr. Stevens believed that insanity was not a breaking away from reality, but rather a very complex series of obsessions. Psychiatrists have always tried to reverse that, bring the patient back.
5,
4,
3,
2, 1.
Opposite. He believed that these obsessions could be pushed, forced to grow so large, so ominous, that the patient would have to use his own strength to destroy them.
Really? That's a very interesting theory.
We live and work very simply here, Miss Beale. Our patients are all people who are unloved, unwanted, forgotten. So we're a family, their family, and everyone helps with the chores. Well, now, I'll show you to your room. I'm afraid there's no connecting bath. I'll take it. Well, this is it. I hope you'll be comfortable. I have a lot of things to do now, so if you'll come into my office in the morning, we can go over your routine.
Thank you, Dr. Masters.
Good night.
Oh, Dr. Masters, where are the patients' rooms?
Well, they're right next to yours and upstairs. As I said before, we're a family, and it's for that reason there are no locks on any of the doors. Dr. Stevens didn't believe in the doctor-patient relationship. Good night.
Good night.
Good evening, dearie. You never should go rushing around like this alone. Get out. Get out. And never, never come back. Never.
Get out? Why get out? There's no reason.
Oh, there's plenty of reason.
My name is Charlotte. What's yours?
Up the airy mountain, down the rushing glen. You never can go hunting for fear of little men.
Good morning, Harriet. These are just a few of our little family. You'll have an opportunity to meet them all later. Danny, behave. Behave.
Oh, it's true. Dr. Stevens tells me what he wants. He's very sad this morning.
Why is he sad, Sam?
Because everything's changed now. Like that Miss Charlotte. And there's some others.
My baby's very sleepy. Very sleepy. Charlotte's name is Miss Beale. That's what you're supposed to call her.
Dr. Stevens calls her Miss Charlotte. He's very worried this morning.
Oh, hush it up, Sam. Leave us alone.
Thanks, Chuck. Let's get back to the movie. I was talking nonsense anyways.
Sam. Janie didn't say goodbye to you. She wasn't your friend.
Sam, it's time. Are you ready?
Oh, shoot, Sergeant. Do I have to? Oh, all right.
Prisoner's inside. Guard that door carefully.
Oh, all right, Sergeant. What do you want me to stand? Right here?
That's right. And you'll not leave it.
Oh, Sergeant. Are you coming back?
That's Danny. Yes,
The guard is posted, sir.
Jennifer?
Yes. The prisoner is secure, sir.
Thank you, Sergeant.
That was Sam's friend, Jaffe.
Yes, we call him Sergeant. Difficult case. War. He was or is a real sergeant. His platoon was lost in combat because of something he did. His prisoner, as he calls her, is Jennifer Downey. I want you to watch her very carefully, spend some time with her. Several times she's attempted to escape. Escape? In the sergeant's jargon, to break confinement. Sam, I've told you not to interrupt me when I'm busy.
But, Deanie, what you want me to do
Sam,
with
I'll talk to you about it later. Go on now. Go on.
And that's Sam.
Sam is a lovable child. He's been a patient of Dr. Stevens for several years. And Dr. Stevens operated on him 4 years ago. Dr. Stevens allowed me to assist him in that operation. Drilling through the frontal lobe left Sam harmless, but with the mentality of an 8-year-old. That was the last lobotomy Dr. Stevens ever did. And it was because of that operation that Dr. Stevens turned from surgery to his obsession development theory.
Tell me about Allison King.
Allison? Let's see. Allison has had a very unfortunate past. She was very close to her father, and he died. She was 13. Then her mother remarried a man that Allison absolutely cherished, and he left. And that was the beginning of the pattern. Allison tried to love other men, and they were cruel to her, and they left her, and she almost gave up.
The classic pattern, isn't it?
Then Allison met a man. She thought he was perfect. He loved her, and they lived together, but he used her. He sold her to other men. Well, her love for him smoothed that over. But then someone came along that was younger and prettier, and he threw her out. And that was the breaking point.
What is her attitude now?
She craves love, desperately, from anyone, everyone.
And these others, Harriet and Mr. Cameron.
My name is Oliver W. Cameron, jurisconsult, adjudicator of the Court of Appeals, doctor of jurisprudence. What are you doing in my room?
Well, I really dig all that mumbo-jumbo. You know, it's just quality.
What is that odor?
Strawberry. Do you like strawberry?
Ripe strawberries are the color of blood.
Taste me. Please. Taste me. I can be anything you want.
To be carnally minded is death. Strawberries are the
Come on! I do taste like strawberries.
Shroud your nakedness. You're obscene.
I'm warm and I'm loving. I'm loving. Be anything you want. I'm not a man anywhere who doesn't really love my body.
To be carnally minded is death.
Come on! I do taste like strawberries.
Shroud your nakedness. You're obscene.
That's because you're so damn feel. You honey, freak, you're trembling like anything you want. I'm not a man anywhere who doesn't really love my body.
To be carnally minded is death.
Come on! I do taste like strawberries.
Shroud your nakedness.
I'll tell you about the others later, but right now I'd like to start.
Yes, Mrs. Callingham is the one who occasionally hallucinates.
Oh, yes, she has a number of interesting worlds. Why don't you take her for a walk? She likes the flowers. She sometimes believes they're her children.
It's pleasant here, don't you think, Mrs. Callingham? Do you get out often?
It's you who need to get out.
Yes, I remember. You were going to tell me why.
Oh, up the airy mountain, down the rushing glen, we cannot go hunting because of little men. Oh, Bobby, Ellen, Lester.
FX's American Horror Story, Delicate Return.
All right, so I'm thinking that, like I was saying during the last break, we have the nurse. She's come and she has got a job at this new mental asylum that is as small as a house, or it's a house. And obviously, this old lady here is telling her that she needs to get out. The patients are telling her that she needs to get out for whatever reason. And you can see that obviously there's a few bad characters there. You have, of course, I guess, the head nurse or that older lady. I can't remember her name. Too busy fucking with buttons here. But she obviously, I think, is going to be the ultimate antagonist here, in the reason that we're not looking down in the basement, or the reason why we shouldn't look down in the basement. So I think that she has a lot to do with it. So if there's a killer, I feel like it's going to be her. So let's get back to it. You guys have any takes on who you think the killer is?
Operator! Oh, Sam, I didn't hear you come in.
Dr. Stevens. He don't call on the phone anymore.
Sam, I know how much Dr. Stevens liked you.
Dr. Stevens wants us happy. He said I should tell you.
Sam, I understand. Dr. Stevens is still very real for you.
Oh, Miss Charlotte, I forget what the doctor told me to tell you. I knew it a minute ago.
Sam, it's all right. I understand.
Come in.
Sorry to bother you when you're busy.
Well, that's all right. Have a chair.
It's about my phone.
Well, patients seem to be accepting you. That's important. I suppose you've noticed that it's the little things that count most with them, especially Danny, and of course Sam.
You're very fond of Sam, aren't you?
Yes, very. Dr. Stevens was very close to him, too. Sam's lost his intelligence, but he has very deep feeling, perhaps deeper than ours.
Oh, Dr. Masters,
Oh, don't be alarmed. This is Jennifer. Occasionally she becomes very withdrawn, and naturally I like her to be with me when that happens.
Is she beyond help?
Beyond help? To say that means that we've given up, and we never give up. No one's beyond us. We're always getting closer.
Yes, of course. Please don't misunderstand.
No, I understand. Well, it's time to be getting them to bed. I promised Sam that I'd read to him. Would you mind seeing to the others?
No, of course not. Dr. Masters, I hope you'll forgive my statement about Jennifer. I simply meant that
It's just that you're not quite used to our little family yet, Miss Beale. One day you'll be as close to them as brothers and sisters. Good night.
Good night. Dr. Masters, before I forget, I wanted to tell you that my phone is not working. I was wondering if you're having the same trouble.
Oh. Well, that occasionally happens. I'll try to take care of it. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, Harriet. She's asleep. It's time you should be asleep, too. Good night. That's enough for tonight, Mrs. Callingham.
Oh, you liked our walk in the garden, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Well, don't be surprised if we never go again.
Don't mind my observing. You handle Mrs. Callingham very well. Better than some of the others.
Good morning, Jennifer. Mrs. Callingham.
My God, what's happened? Mrs. Callingham.
Take it easy. Here, drink this. Look, you've got to understand that ours is a family of persons who know very few limits. Even the limits of physical pain. When Mrs. Callingham did this to herself, she was probably beyond the threshold of physical feeling. My greatest concern about her is the blood that she's lost. She's very weak.
I don't hold up very well, do I? I'm sorry. It's just the thought of our all being asleep.
She was probably hallucinating. Self-infliction of pain, self-disfigurement, sometimes that indicates that the patient has transcended the body.
Oh, what would Dr. Stevens have done in a case such as this?
Exactly as I'm doing, calling as little attention to it as possible. Now, she's received treatment. Now she has to accept what she's done. For the time being, I wouldn't discuss this with any of the others.
Dr. Masters, aren't you ever afraid?
I'm always afraid.
Barbie is so much more than that.
Well, Dr. Masters is my suspect number one, I think. But like you said, axe guy, we know that he's dangerous with an axe. It couldn't have been an accident, right? You're probably right. She might be doing experiments in the basement. I'm going to try not to take a side quest here and talk about something else in the movie, but I want to talk about something after the film wraps up that I was watching a show on recently about that.
Hello? Anybody here? Hello? Hello?
Hello? Oh, hello there. Hello there. Oh, hello there. How are you?
I don't believe we've been properly introduced.
Well, I'm the telephone man. My name is Ray. Boy, lady, I hope that isn't catching. Say, you've got some trouble with your telephone. Could you show me where the equipment is?
What trouble are you talking about, sir?
Well, I don't know yet. It's something with your voltage drop. Well, never mind. I'll find it myself. Say, how come you people didn't call? I mean, about the telephone. It can't be done.
My name is Oliver W. Cameron, jurisconsult, adjudicator of the Court of Appeals, doctor of jurisprudence.
Well, that's got to be some big problem. What's the matter with her? Cat got her tongue?
I warn you. Heed the lady's advice.
What did she say?
She said, your being here represents grave danger.
Oh, lady, I'm sorry. I mean, I didn't know. She ain't got no tongue.
Objection overruled. That is immaterial, irrelevant, and out of order.
Oh, they let you people just wander around out here, huh? Hey, buddy, how about give me back my screwdriver, huh?
I will conduct you to my chambers.
No, that's quite all right. Look, here's what we'll do. You people just wait right here, okay? And I'll go and find the equipment, all right? And if I'm not back in 3 minutes, why, you people can go and hide, okay? That's an awful virus you got there, lady.
Who are you and exactly how did you enter this building?
Now, wait a minute. First, which way are you? I mean, this way or that way?
I don't know what you're talking about, and I want you to answer my question.
I'm sorry, Doctor. It's just that, well, you've got so many Twilight people around here, you know, and, well...
Exactly what are you intending to do here?
It's your phone. I mean, we've been getting some strange readings on your voltage lately, and, well, I just came out to check it as quick as I could and get the hell out of here.
Why didn't you inform me of your coming here?
How could I inform you? You ain't got no telephone. You've got bouncers on every door and a receptionist that ain't got no tongue. What's to inform?
That's enough of your impertinence. You had absolutely no right to enter this building without my permission.
So what am I going to do? I'm supposed to fix the telephone. You want me to fix the phone? You don't want me to fix the phone. It don't matter to me. I'm just the phone man. Now, I drove for an hour to get out here. You tell me.
All right, this way.
Tell you what, I'll finish this up as quick as I can, then I won't be bothering you again, ever.
The wiring's in this closet. Please don't leave the area. I'll be back in a few minutes to escort you out of the building. And under no circumstances are you to have anything more to do with any of the patients. Now, is that understood?
Whatever you say, Doc. I'm just trying to help. You know what I mean?
So, it's interesting how this guy goes into a mental hospital and he gets surprised when he sees mental patients. Interesting. No wonder he's a telephone man.
Hi. I'm fixing the telephone.
That shouldn't take too long, huh?
No. One of the lines was cut. It'll just take a minute. You do understand me, don't you?
You know, I used to live in this place where the phone man is always coming around.
Oh, yeah? That bad, huh?
That good.
I thought you meant that you had a lot of phone trouble.
Hell, I didn't even have a phone. Who let you in anyway, honey?
I don't know her name. The doctor, I guess.
She let you in?
Yeah, sort of. She is the boss, isn't she?
You know, you're kind of handsome. What's your name?
Now, look, honey, I'm just the telephone man.
Don't be afraid.
Look, sweetheart, you're a good-looking gal and all that, but this ain't my bag. Not in the closet, it ain't. Now, cut it out. I ain't even supposed to be talking to you, or nothing.
Don't be afraid. Don't run away from me. You love me. You do love me. Say it.
All right, Amelia, I love you. Now, cut it out. Huh?
Oh, you love me. You do love me. Oh, I'm a princess. I'm a princess to men. They can't turn away from me. They grasp me and kiss my blush. Don't push me away! You said you loved me. You said that you loved me.
No, cut it out.
Love is pure. Love is grace. Love is strength. You love me. Your love is pure. You'll always love me.
Now look what you've done. I've got a secret. I've got a secret. And I ain't gonna tell nobody but Miss Charlotte.
You're doing fine now, Mrs. Callingham, but you need to rest. You've been up and around too much.
Give me that watch, Danny.
You hurry! She's fooling. I'm sorry, Danny. I'm sorry. You shouldn't have scared me. You won't tell on me, will you, Danny? You won't tell on me, will you, Danny? You won't tell on me, will you, Danny?
She said Jennifer was withdrawn.
Withdrawal is an acute reaction to a real condition.
Dr. Masters, perhaps I shouldn't come here at all.
I don't think there's any point in our talking about your leaving, Miss Beale. You forget you were very anxious to take this job. I made special provisions for you to be here.
I realize that, but I don't know what to do.
I'm the doctor and you're the nurse, and what I do decides what you will do.
I'm all right now. I just need to get some rest.
The moment is upon us.
Many a carcass they left me carrion, many a livid one, many a sallow skin left for the white-tailed eagle to tear it, and left for the horny-nibbed raven to rend it, and gave to the garbaging warhole to gorge it, and that gray beast, the wolf of the Weald.
Some night soon, the doctor's going to help you, Judge Cameron.
Gibberish.
The doctor will help you.
Masters has nothing to give me.
I ain't talking about Deanie.
I doubt that you know what it is you are talking about.
I wish you would go. Dr. Stevens knows Miss Charlotte. And Miss Charlotte knows Dr. Stevens. That's right. She's going to help her, too. He don't want to hear just now. Denny wants her, though. Denny told me.
Of course Masters doesn't want Beale to leave, you idiot.
Sometimes Dr. Stevens tells me about Miss Charlotte. Yeah.
I killed Dr. Stevens with my axe.
Sam! Sam! What are you doing in here? You haven't finished your chores. I want you to go sweep the kitchen.
Then can I have a popsicle?
Yes, you can have a popsicle. Oh, Sam's beautiful, isn't he, Judge? No past, no future, only the present. For him, Dr. Stevens will always be in the present. Wish we could all think of him that way. Judge, your floor is dirty. Now, it's your responsibility to keep your room clean. I want you to take care of it now.
You had a real baby once, didn't you, honey? This is my baby. Geez, I feel sorry for you. You really think that's a real baby?
Baby? Yeah.
Now get off, you moron!
Allison, you've got very nice hair and nice skin. It's soft. I like you. I like you. Nice.
My name is Oliver W. Cameron, adjudicator of the Court of Special Sessions. Please examine the evidence.
Judge, can you be a man to me?
My name is Oliver W.
I'm asking you.
My name
Judge,
is...
please, love me. I need somebody to love me.
Don't touch me!
You're all alike. Danny, Jeffy, all of you. Hypocrites! And you, trying to be so high and mighty. Get out. Get
On Paramount Mountain, the stakes get higher.
Well, hope I don't have to hear her much longer.
No, just, no. I need you to help me. About something else, I mean. I know you can get a secret. Judge, I got me a man. Yeah, I was with him yesterday. Right here. Oh, he's sweet with beautiful limbs. I think maybe he's gone. I think maybe he's looking for me and he can't find me. He's the most beautiful man anywhere, and he loves me.
Always did have an eye for such things.
Judge, he wants me. Please, help me find him.
Naturally, I must weigh this new evidence very carefully.
Oh, Judge, please.
Hi, Sarge. Let me see.
Back off, they're on their way.
Let me see.
Move it.
There's nothing there. You're crazy.
Get out! Get out!
What was that shouting all about? Sergeant, I've told every one of you about this sort of thing, but you refuse to adhere to my discipline. Haven't I told you what time the lights are to be out at night in every room?
Yes, sir, you have.
I take it then that you're contesting my discipline, is that it? Answer me. My authority here in the sanitarium is going to remain absolute, unchallenged, and totally unimpeachable. Do you understand? Hold out your hand. I hate to punish anyone. I loathe it. My domain here is going to never be challenged again. Do you understand? My profession, my charge, my liability, my suffering for your good. Never to tip the fine balance of all that ever again. Good night, Sergeant.
Good morning, Sam. What could be troubling you this early?
A whole lot of things, Miss Charlotte.
Oh? Such as what?
Dr. Stevens. He's worried about things.
Oh, I see.
He wanted me to talk to you.
What have you got there?
Here's one thing you need to do before you buy anything online. Don't spend another dime on Amazon until you watch this.
Where did you get this? Who gave you this, Sam?
He said you'd know. You'd understand. He wants to help you, Miss Charlotte.
Who wants to help me? What are you talking about?
The doctor.
Oh, Dr. Stevens, I suppose. Well, thank you very much, Sam. But I think we should talk less foolishly about all this.
I'm the only one who could tell you, Miss Charlotte. Dr. Stevens is going to help you if you take the watch.
This kind of day seems to take away all your troubles. For a while, anyway. Do you have a family, Daddy? I thought you mentioned your mother once. Where did you live when you were young?
Miami Beach.
Oh, yes. Your mother was in business, wasn't she?
Yeah. Massage parlor.
I remember. 'Cause,
for you.
Thank you, Danny. I guess it's time we should go in.
Sure.
He needs watching. I'm sure you know. We can be sure there will be other times for other things. Unlike your friend Danny, I choose only perfect moments. Perfect moments to work out perfect destinies for so many lives. Get out! I believe there will be a more perfect time.
Two vials of lithium carbonate and 1 vial of Vactol. You sure they're missing?
Very sure. They were taken from a new container.
Oh, this is really quite serious. Have you checked all the rooms?
Just about, except for Danny's and Jennifer's.
But you have checked Cameron's and Jaffe's rooms.
I checked those first.
Well, I'll have to go over all of this personally. Thank you.
Dini! Dini! Dini!
Squarespace's creative tools let you design a unique, engaging
I can't find her anywhere. I gotta find her.
What is it? What do you want with her?
I gotta show her. Down where I got the popsicle.
What is it? What's down there?
Come on, I'll show you.
Sam, I don't have time to play right now. I'm busy.
Come on, I'll show you. Come on, she ain't here. I'm gonna show you.
Sam, what is it?
Come on.
Are you just putting me on?
What's wrong?
She killed him. She killed him.
Who are you talking about? Who?
He loved me. He told me that he loved me, and she killed him because he loved me. Oh, Master killed him because he loved me, Charlotte. She's a murdering, crucified man, insane maniac. She's insane, Charlotte. She's insane. She's no doctor. She's just like the rest of us here, and she killed him. You didn't know that, did you? She's a patient of Dr. Stevens. She's a schizophrenic just like me. She can't control her emotions any more than I can.
Where is Dr. Masters now?
Oh, Miss Charlotte.
I remember you told me he was.
Oh, Charlotte, you've got to believe me. All these things have been happening ever since you came here. Masters did it. She cut out Mrs. Callagham's tongue. And she killed my man. Masters did it.
How do you know?
She's a patient like me. Dr. Stevens' patient. She pretended to be a doctor. He let her play, and she was pretending when you came, and you believed her, Charlotte.
That's not true, Allison.
Oh, yes, it is true. Why do you think she wouldn't let you leave? Why do you think she wouldn't let anybody in? Anybody who threatens to expose her, Charlotte, she'll kill him. Charlotte, she'll kill anybody that threatens to expose her, and she'll kill you. Okay.
The time has come. Show them.
Oh, Mrs. Callingham, why do you creep around like that? Mrs. Callingham, who did this to you? Your tongue. It was her? It was Masters? Oh, God. It's true, she's a patient here? A patient of Dr. Stevens? Oh, my God. No. Judge. Is it true? Is it true about Masters?
Then you know too.
I've got to hear it from all of you.
You know already. It's too late. We know about you.
About me?
We've been informed about you. The verdict is unanimous. You too are a patient, my dear.
No! That's not true! I gotta get out of here.
Oh, God. You kill her, too. Just like you killed my man.
Geraldine, he loved me.
You're upset, Allison. I think you better go to your room. I'll get you something to help you sleep.
No. I'm not going anywhere. You're not going to touch me. We know all about that sleep. Your little doctor bit over. Yeah, that's right. I told Miss Beale. She knows.
What does she know? Does she know how I worked? How I trained? To be the best? And I could have been. Except for one insignificant lie. My mistake. I could have saved thousands. And I will. I'll help everyone. I'll help you, Allison. Hold out your arm.
And you told me she was a patient, too.
Give me your arm.
Don't you touch me with that. No!
You shouldn't have done that. I can't sleep now. I have to take care of my patients.
Operator. Why don't you work? It's no use. I can't find a way out.
Everything's all right now. Don't worry.
Oh, my God.
It's all right.
What's happening?
I told you. You don't have to worry about her anymore.
What have you done to her, Rose?
Don't worry about it.
I've taken care of everything.
Ellison, you've got to tell me.
Doesn't really matter anymore, you know. I'm going away.
You're going away? What are you talking about?
He's taking me away. He still loves me, you know. He told me so.
This is my husband, Ben.
Patrick Feld, this is my wife, Kira.
This is Agnes. I'm Essom.
Sam? Is there anybody in this room? Sergeant. Sergeant Jevich. Sergeant, do you know what's happening here?
I have my orders.
Sergeant. They're an attic building or an outside door. We've got to get out of here.
They'll be coming soon. Go to your post.
I've been looking all over for you. Here.
What is it, Sam?
Dr. Stevens said you should read it.
What?
Take it, Miss Charlotte.
Dr. Stevens. Dr. Stevens is alive? Oh. How could you know that? Where is she?
Who?
The patient. Miss Beale.
She's got to get out of here.
Oh, no. No, she's sick. I've got to help her. I've got to find her.
It's too late. The trial has been held. The verdict is guilty.
Who are you to make a decision? I'm in charge. I'm the doctor here.
The court has made a decision. You are no longer in charge.
I am in charge. I am in charge. I will allow you privileges and liberties. Even after what you did to Dr. Stevens, I'll let you keep your little toy.
I wouldn't take that away.
I'll take it away. I'll take it away. I'll lock you in your room. Where is she?
My name is Oliver W. Cameron.
Where is she?
Tourist consult. My name?
Supreme authority! Only faithful live here. Only you honors me. Faith before a saint!
Deanie, is she bad?
Sick. She's ill. Take her upstairs. Will correct conscience.
Deanie's coming back.
Sam, Deanie is insane! She's very sick, Sam! She's gonna kill me! She's gonna kill you! Sam, Deanie doesn't love you anymore! She's gonna kill you!
You took my boat. You killed Dr. Stevens. You're bad.
No, Sam, no! No, Sam, no!
Many generations ago, Caesar was our leader. Apes and
Sam, she's so sick. So sick. We've got to help her, Sam. Go in and cut out the sickness and return her to innocence. We can't
What do you want? What are you doing? I'm in charge here. I'm in charge here, and I there's no way out. She's locked all the doors. I can't find the keys. And the downstairs windows are barred.
I'll show you, Miss Shaw. I'll show you. Come on.
Sam, come on! Come on, Sam, we're free! Sam, come on! Sam!
Mama.
Get out! Get out!
Damn it. I am not doing well at this tonight. So, yeah. So, that was pretty bad. I'm a fan of bad horror movies and I love to watch them, but this one was pretty pretty awful. A whole lot of I guess suspense for a little payoff here. Don't go in the basement. Let's check out the IMDb so we can find out where this was filmed and find out why everybody was so freaking sweaty. All right, so here we go. Let's go through here. See if it even says. So check this out. The film was shot in 12 days on a budget of less than $100,000. UK cinema version was cut by the BBFC to remove a close-up shot of an axe blow to a woman's body, and the film later found itself on the banned list of video nasties. That's crazy, because I guess maybe with that scene in there, but there wasn't really much gore in there. Fear of Little Men. Loosely based on Edgar Allan Poe's The System of Dr. Tar and Professor Feather. Oh, here you go, right here. Look at this. Filmed on the grounds of Westminster College in Tijuana, Texas. How the do you say that word right there? Teotihuacana? I don't know. I've never even heard that, and I'm from Texas. Let's look up, see where the hell that's at. Come on, Apple. Come on. Let me see. All right, so it is in Central Texas. Huh. So outside of Fort Worth. Interesting. Yeah, nowhere close near the Mexican border. I thought it was going to be too. So I was born up here in the Panhandle near Amarillo, Texas. That's where all of my family's at. Nobody lives near me. Yeah. Okay. Well, cool. The more you know. All right. So that is interesting. I guess that explains why everybody was sweating like crazy in that. Interesting that it was shot in 12 days on a budget less than $100,000. You can definitely tell. Let me see here. I really did not like any of the characters in this. Let's check out Bill McGee. Old Sam. What else has he been in? So this is part of the, the exploitation films, of the 70s, Grindhouse. The director was, I think it was S.F. Brown Rigg, I think. Let's go back to it. Yeah, S.F. Brown Rigg. So this guy has done Don't Look at the Basement, Keep My Grave Open, and Don't Hang Up, and Scum of the Earth. All these are 70s. Last thing he did was 1986, Thinking Big. He hasn't done a whole lot. So, 5 credits to his name. He's had some stuff in the sound department, producer. I think we need to watch all his films. Keep My Grave Open. I feel like I've seen this one, Don't Hang Up. In this horror movie, a dutiful granddaughter goes home to take care of her elderly grandmother. Once there, she finds herself trapped inside the house with a homicidal maniac. Maybe I haven't. Thinking of something else. So the fun part about Don't Look in the Basement is the poster, right? So you have this poster, and right here it has that catchphrase that they used on the Last House on the Left poster, to avoid fainting, keep repeating, it's only a movie, it's only a movie, it's only a movie. Almost like there was scary or suspenseful parts in this movie. There was really none, 4.9 out of 10 here on IMDb, and the ratings the reviews and the ratings here. This person said it was actually pretty good. So they must have watched it in a different light than we did. 7 out of 10 stars. Far better than you expect and far better than the current IMDb score would indicate. 7 out of 10. 8 out of 10. 7 out of 10 again. Like, I don't know what movie these guys watched. 10 out of 10, a lovely little low-budget chiller. But they also left this review in 1999. So if that tells you anything, yeah, they watched it in 1974. Yeah, I mean, you would have to. Because just in comparison, right? Like, it's just not a good movie. And surprisingly, like I said, I haven't seen it. A lot of these older movies like this I've seen, especially, like I said, if I like the poster art, which the poster art's kind of gnarly. Like, I like the poster art, and Don't Go in the Basement just sounds cool, but it does not look anything like it would lead you to believe, right? And it being Maker's The Last House on the Left, Last House on the Left is pretty gnarly. It's actually pretty decent, and this one is not recommended. It says on the poster, not recommended for persons over 30 on the poster. Like, what the hell is that even? What does that even mean? So, restricted, under 17 required, right? So, you have to be 17 or older to see this. The poster says, warning, not recommended for people over 30. So, you've got a 13-year time span that you can watch this movie. That's pretty funny. Wow, look at that god-awful cover right there. Those are pretty bad. Because these are probably like Elstree Hill Entertainment, probably DVD releases. Yeah. The Day the Insane Took Over the Asylum. Wow. Look at this cover. Are you kidding me? What is... I would be mad if I saw this. This looks like a porn, is what that looks like. That cover looks kind of cool in a way. What was that a double feature with? Don't Open the Door and Don't Look in the Basement. Like, that looks kind of cool. But very, very misleading. So I think that it's the only way out of the house. Yeah, I mean, maybe. I think that if I can figure out, how to play these movies without ads, then I'll do it. I could go buy the movies and maybe download them on my computer and go that way. But some of these movies are kind of hard to find, and that'll get kind of expensive if I'm doing this every week. Now, maybe YouTube Premium is a way I could do it, because a lot of these are going to be streaming on YouTube or found on YouTube, but that's like $60 a month. And on top of every other streaming service, I don't know if I'm going to go that route. And like, if I play it on Tubi or something, the ads and commercial breaks are going to be a lot longer. So trying to figure out the best way to do this, because I think the ads are sort of unavoidable. Now, if there's a movie that's on like Paramount or Netflix or one of the other million streaming services, the ads made the movie watchable. But the problem with it is, like I said, if you have live streaming software and then you try to capture the video off of a streaming service like Netflix, it'll just give you audio. It automatically can tell that you're trying to stream it. So it just gives you a black screen, so it doesn't allow you to stream it. So that's a problem. So trying to figure that out is an issue. And then on top of that, all of these buttons I'm trying to press to do different things. I think my live streaming software I think I'm going to change it. I have a Stream Deck, which will allow me to do a lot of like just one press buttons to swap screens, swap scenes, and do all that. The live stream software I'm using right now doesn't really allow me to do that. I have to click with the mouse, which the setup is really cool. But the fact of the matter is, I have to go through and I have to click instead of just using like my Stream Deck to press buttons, which would be a lot quicker. So, yep, just like I said, still trying to figure out how to get this live streaming thing going flawlessly where I'm not, all over the place with it. And apparently tonight I was trying to mute my mic and unmute my mic so I could listen to the movie through my desk monitors here. But I would try to talk to you guys and, end up being muted like an idiot and looking like an idiot. Yeah, that's what I feel like. I feel like a freaking pilot over here. I've got 1,000,001 buttons and I have my Rodecaster here, camera here, obviously, keyboards, just a bunch of shit everywhere. And I'm trying to figure out how to press all the buttons, how to make it where the ads don't come in blasting as you guys are trying to watch the movie. It's just a lot to do. But like I said, I'll figure it out as time goes on. I think that hopefully next week we can pick a better movie next Friday. I'm going to go back to our list. I know we look at this every freaking week, but I'm going to look at it and see what's on here. Because if you guys feel like it, then you can throw your opinion out there of what you would like to watch, because I really appreciate you, Frank and Chuck and Bradley, if you're out there and you can hear me, for coming in and hanging out tonight, especially through this movie that kind of sucked. And then, Frank and Chuck for just coming every weekend and, hanging out. I really appreciate it. It makes these live streams a lot better. All right, what do you want to hear? I'll play my sounds that I have on the soundboard. Check this out. I'll go through the full list, right? I have this one. Dr. Loomis from Halloween. One's kind of long, but it's hilarious because it's from the end of the 1978 Halloween where, Dr. Loomis says no like 18 times. I have this one.
Thrill me. Thrill me.
I have this one.
Y'all want to see a dead body?
From Boys in the Hood. Y'all want to see a dead body? And this one from The Lighthouse.
Fond of me lobster, ain't you?
Evil Dead.
Hail to the king, baby.
This one right here. So when you guys do something like what Chuck said, I can just give him a little ding, buzzer. And we used to have trivia on our old podcast, and we would play this trivia music. But yeah, I like this one.
Y'all want to see a dead body?
So I do have sounds on there. I probably need to put some new ones on there. I've had those on there forever. Live streams are a lot better when you have good participation, like you said. It's hard to get, for me, right? It's hard for me to get people into these live streams because I don't know whether midnight is a good time. I don't know whether earlier in the day is a good time. Plus my channel being small, just building it up is, hard to get some people in here. But like I said, it's fun with just us. So I'm cool with that. It's always nice to know that you guys are normally going to be here hanging out. So like I said, I definitely appreciate that. It would be nice to have a few more people in here so they could throw in their opinions on films and stuff like that. But, is Night of the Creeps a public domain? I mean, if you guys can find another list, or if you want to find another list and shoot me some ideas, whether it's here or whether it's on YouTube, I'm down. I'm down to check it out. Like I said, I'm down to watch anything. White Zombie's a really good one. When I say really good, it's a pretty good movie from 1932. The Ghoul, I have not seen this, so that could be worth watching. I mean, a lot of these I haven't seen, but I don't want to go down this list and spend too much time because we did this in the last live stream. But this is the list I'm looking at. I'm going to throw it here in the chat if you guys, ever want to look at it. And this isn't the end-all be-all list for public domain horror. There's other ones. Nightmare Castle from 1965. Bloody Pit of Horror. I was almost thinking about watching this one tonight, Horror Express. Because, I mean, it's horror on a train, you can't go wrong there. It's like Terror Train in a way. And it has Christopher Lee in it and Peter Cushing. Come on, right? You got some of those old school monster actors in there. So Horror Express. While on the Trans-Siberian Express, an anthropologist and his rival must contain the threat posed by the former's cargo, a prehistoric ape which is the host for a parasitic life form. Right? How can you go wrong with that? Like I said, it's Christopher Lee, Peter Cushing. I probably should know who some of these other older actors are, but I don't. You guys know Christopher Lee played Dracula. So, Frank, you talking about the video that's coming out tomorrow? So, tomorrow's video that's coming out is the trailer trash video for Abigail. So, Abigail may surprise you, my thoughts on it. So, that's coming out tomorrow. That is scheduled to come out, I think, tomorrow at 12 p.m. And then I have a list of videos I want to make. So, like I said, if I can get the time, I was kind of busy all this week. My wife was pretty sick, so taking care of her. And just this week flew by. And these live streams kind of stopped me from making videos on Friday nights because this is sort of, I do everything I have to do during the day, and then this is like my creative time on Friday nights. So I could honestly make more videos if I didn't do these live streams, but I really, really enjoy doing these. So I'm going to continue on with these every Friday night. But so I have some more trailer reaction videos that I want to do. Those are pretty easy for me to get out. I can do a couple in a day. I just have to sit down and hammer them out. But I'm trying to get in some of these full film reviews. And I have a couple movies that I want to do. That I may throw a poll up. Yeah, she's good now. She's getting better. I don't know what it was, but she was feeling pretty bad beginning of the week and really the weekend. So she's good now though, or starting to get better. Just needed a lot of sleep, so I did my thing, handled dinner, and just hung out. Spent a lot of time hanging out in bed and just watching movies with her and stuff, instead of secluding myself out here in my studio and doing that sort of thing. But, yeah, so I don't know. Is there any trailers that you guys would like to see videos on? Any movies that you would like to see videos on? Because, what I do is I'll go through here and I'll either find something that stuck out to me, or I'll just look, and see, okay, well, which one of these trailers do I want to watch? And then I won't watch it because I generally watch them for the first time on the trailer trash videos. But I'll just pick, Now I know that it is all a time game when it comes to like media channels and reaction channels and stuff. I know that like this movie's probably too late for me to even make a video on. When does this come out? This is already out. Yeah, what am I talking about? This is already out. So nobody's going to care about me making a trailer trash video on this one because it's already out. Same with Immaculate. They would care if I went through and I did full film reviews, but this one I don't really care to see. I'll watch it when it comes out on streaming. Monkey Man, I honestly don't really care too much about. First Omen, really don't care a whole lot about it. I'll watch it when it comes out on streaming. Civil War I would see. I think this is actually playing around the corner from me, so I might go see this. I don't think this is horror, though. No, it's action. But I am interested in it just because of the way that it was filmed. It's like super indie. So I'm interested. I saw a little bit about the cameras they used and that sort of thing. So that speaks to me from just my camera geek. My camera geek side. Yeah, so I forgot to give my creep rating on Maxine, and that was a 5 out of 5. I think I put it in the comments later on that day and pinned it at the top. Maxine to me is going to probably be the movie of the year, and that is because I've been waiting for that movie. I love the other 2 movies in the franchise or in the trilogy there. You have Pearl, you have X, and then Maxine. And Ty West, to me, is just a horror genius. He does not miss. Love all of his films. I would like to do like a Ty West franchise ranking, but I want to wait till Maxine comes out so I can see where it ranks in the franchise. So yeah, I'm planning on watching the movies that I reviewed the trailers for, Chuck. Some that I won't see till later on. I wish that I had a big theater close to me. Like I can go to Hickory, right? But that's probably a 30-minute ride for me. So, which if the movie's good enough, I'll ride 30 minutes to go see it. Ride 30 minutes and spend however much it costs, $30 to $45 to sit down and watch the movie if I'm buying 2 tickets. But I have a 2-screen theater that's right around the corner from me, like less than 5 minutes. And that's the one I like to go to if I can. But the problem is they're not playing a lot of these movies. I think right now they're playing Godzilla and Kong, which would be cool, but I don't want to go see that by myself. And I don't think my son cares to see it. And I think they're also still playing Ghostbusters, which I heard was freaking awful. I tried to talk my son into going and seeing that one because we used to watch Ghostbuster movies together. He doesn't care nothing about them anymore. So I didn't see that, The Frozen Empire, but I heard it was, crap anyways. In a Violent Nature. So how often do I go? So I was going, I don't want to say pretty regularly, but I was going when every big movie was coming out, every big horror movie was coming out. So I would say a handful of times a year, I would say maybe 6 times a year. So not nearly enough, but a lot of those big horror movies, over the last couple years, they would only have like a 2-week run in theaters and then they would be, on streaming. So I'm definitely a fan of going to the theater. But like I said, if it fits in with my schedule to go to the theater that's like 5 minutes up the road, I will go do it. No problems. I prefer to see certain movies in theater, right? So like if it's something like the Halloween movies when they came out, I went to the theater. I didn't want to watch those on streaming. All the new Scream movies that have come out, I went and I saw all of those in theater. I would go see Late Night with the Devil. I still haven't seen that because it's not playing anywhere around me. I'm driving 45 minutes to go see that one. So some of these bad movie theater experiences. Let me think. I mean, not really recently, I don't think. I don't really have any bad ones, not recently. I do have a lot of good experiences, so I will say the good experiences would be growing up and sneaking into the movies all the time. Those were good experiences because I saw a lot of stuff when I was younger. I went to the movies all the time, and part of that was because I didn't have to pay. I would go and I would buy an early showing, a matinee of whatever, right? And I would spend all day there, just sort of drifting into each different showing of different movies. So I watched a lot of freaking movies. And, being as old as I am, going to the movies was a big thing back then. You didn't have streaming, obviously. So you had to go to the movies to see anything new. And it seemed like the movies, they wouldn't just have 2-week runs. It seems like they would play for like a month or longer, I've never had, I don't think, anything weird happen other than just like the crazy costs, like Chuck said. Yeah, I don't think so. It's always been fun and it's always been pleasant. Have you had like a bad movie theater experience? So I watched this movie here, which I know that I'm not the target demographic for this movie. And I understand the cultural importance of this movie for, I feel like this movie's for like young women. But man, was I let down by this movie right here. I feel like this could have been so much better. And it was just sort of a ripoff of a lot of other movies out there. I don't know if you guys have seen this, but it was massively popular when it first came out. And then I sat down and watched it, and I was just like, really? This is what everybody's raving about? I wish it would have been better. So yeah, so next video is about the Abigail trailer. I want to do one on the Joker trailer that's coming out. I haven't even watched that because I want to save my first watch for a trailer trash review. Now, I don't watch comic book movies anymore. I think the MCU sort of ruined it for me. I used to love superhero movies, grew up as a comic book kid. Spider-Man was the GOAT, old Batman comics and Batman cartoon from the 90s. And of course, I love like the Christopher Nolan, Dark Knight trilogy stuff. That was rad. But I just don't care about superhero movies anymore. I feel like they're way too much just fan servicing. I don't feel like there's a lot of thought or effort put into them other than just how are we going to cram as much action into these movies and interweave these stories. But beyond that, like, I don't care about them. There's way too much horror to watch for me to care about, that crap. And, on Cinema Creep, I am more or less a strictly horror review channel. I'll watch and review and talk about maybe like some horror adjacent stuff. But it has to have horror elements to it. I'm not going to just, go and review Shogun, even though Shogun's probably rad. Beetlejuice, I know I talked about that, but that has horror elements to it, even though it's sort of like kids horror. But like Godzilla and Kong maybe could have horror elements to it, but I probably wouldn't review that here on this channel. I'm not going to go and do like the Fall Guy or, whatever this is, the Iron Claw, even though those are probably rad movies. Like I said, I'm trying to keep it really just horror and horror adjacent, you know, so like maybe sci-fi horror or, you know, maybe just movies with like dark themes. I'm not going to go watch Roadhouse and review it here. Let's see what's coming out before we wrap up this stream. So Abigail's coming out. Is that next week? What is today? 13th. Yeah, so that's next week. So my trailer trash video is dropping tomorrow for this. Like I said, if you're interested in that movie, my thoughts on it might be interesting to you. The Night of the Harvest. So this, it could be interesting for me to do some of these like more indie movies, like trailer trash reviews on these. This is like an indie release. So could be interesting to check out some of those too. And even though I'm a small channel, maybe just bring a little bit more of attention to these. Not that that guy needs it, but maybe some extra attention to them. Humane, like I don't even know what this is. I haven't even heard of this. I don't know anything about this. Caitlin Cronenberg, don't know who that is. Probably another indie release, which is gnarly. Victory Man Productions. You know, could be cool to check this one out. But yeah, this is sort of what I'll do. I'll go through here and I'll be like, okay, well, that might be cool to check. And then I'll make a note, you know, because there's no shortage of horror movies coming out. Like right here, Image of You is a thriller. I don't know if I would do that one or not. The Strangers Chapter 1, which we know about The Strangers. Furiosa, which I love Mad Max movies, but I probably won't do this because it's not horror, right? It's action, adventure, and sci-fi. And A Violent Nature's coming out soon. I'm going to have to travel to see that one because that looks gnarly. Let's see. Quiet Place Day 1. Maxine, here's the date. Right here. July 5th. This is the movie I'm telling you guys. Longlegs with Nick Cage. I haven't even watched the trailer for this. I know other channels have already done like trailer reactions and stuff to this. Because here's the problem. The problem is, honestly, there's a lot to freaking keep up with horror. And you have to stay on top of it. And it's like I could do just a trailer reaction channel and just do all trailer reactions. But if I do that, I have to make sure that I'm not trying to do live streams, or I'm not trying to do like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre franchise ranking videos, right? So I have to find some way to fit in all of these trailer reaction videos with these bigger videos and the live streams. So with this new Cinema Creep, I guess, breath that I'm doing now, I'm trying to figure out where my upload schedules need to be and how to fit everything in and get everything uploaded to the channel. Because I don't know, like if you look at my other YouTube channel, I know when I should upload videos, when my audience is online, when they're not online, the type of videos they want to see, what's going to do well on that channel, what's not going to do well, blah, 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 right? This channel, I have no clue. You know, I'm just having fun and just uploading videos and uploading stuff, and hopefully, you know, something works with it. So I know this is going to be a huge movie, Joker. The first one had some horror elements to it, but this one, maybe I might do a trailer trash review of this and then go see this and do a full film review of this. So thoughts on the new Scream movies? The last one, 6, right? I don't know if if that's going to be a popular opinion or not. I thought it was awful. I thought Scream 6 was pretty freaking bad. And it sucks because I had a lot of hope for this movie. I had a lot of hope because it was Ghostface in New York, and I just love the premise of that. If you look right here, Jason Takes Manhattan poster. This is one of those Friday the 13th films that you either love or you hate, and I absolutely love it for how stupid and how goofy it is. But I'm a sucker for horror movies that take place in New York City, especially seedy horror that takes place in New York City from like the 70s and 80s. But this one, I just felt they could have done so much more with it. Like, we had all of these cool shots on the subway and the trailer. There could have been so much more they could have done with New York City, and I feel like they dropped the ball. And I didn't like the story. I didn't like how the killers unfolded. I think that there's a lot of issues I have with it. Yeah, exactly. Punches the dude's head off. So I went and I saw this in theaters, and me and my wife were actually kind of mad. We were like, "Are you kidding me? Like, this is what they came up with?" And yeah, I think that it's just one of those movies, and I don't know if it, because maybe it suffered because of rewrites because of the Nev Campbell thing. Maybe they had to rewrite some sections, but it wasn't good. I think it just felt very forced. There was a scene, I can't remember, where it was between Melissa Berea and whoever the cop is that ends up being the girl's dad at the end. I don't know. I need to go back and watch it and do a full film review of it. Yeah, the original Scream cast is too good and likable. You're right. I was actually having this conversation with my wife literally yesterday. It's funny that you say that because we were talking about it, and we were talking about how in the new Scream movies, like, you just don't care about the people, And for me, the people are what make horror movies scary, right? You have to have likable characters, because that's the stakes. The stakes are, do you care if this person lives or dies? And you don't. The new ones, you don't. Like, I guess if you like Jenna Ortega, you don't want to see her die. But honestly, I don't care about her character. Maybe if you like her because she's Wednesday Addams, you don't want to see her die. But I don't care nothing about her character. The only thing that sucked was when they killed Dewey, right? When they killed David Arquette. And I mean, that was in the one prior to this one, but that sucked, But that movie wasn't that great either. It was better than this one. Let's look at all the Scream movies. I should do a franchise ranking of the Screams because, all right, so we have 2022, right? Nev Campbell, Courtney Cox were in that one. Scream 4, it definitely was a mistake. All right, so here's my ranking for Scream. Let me bring up all the movies. I could make a full video on this, but let's go ahead and let's talk about it while we're here. All right. So let me see. Is this all of them here? It is. Okay. All right. So my ranking for the Scream movies goes like this. Oh, the ghost of Skeet Ulrich. It was funny how they tried to make him look young. Like, I get it. I like the Skeet Ulrich character. But I don't know. It felt forced. That everything that they did to make callbacks to the originals just felt forced in the newer films. So when I look at this, right, my ranking's going to go number 1 is obviously 1996. And then I like Scream 2. And then I like Scream 4. So 1, 2, 4, 3, 5, and 6. Maybe. Maybe it's Scream 3. Hang on. Yeah, let me redo that list. So it's 1, 3, 2, 4. 1, 3, 2, 4, 5, and then 6. And then hopefully I like 7, and 7 moves up my list a little bit. Yeah, so that's my ranking. 1, 3, 4, 2, 5, 6. But yeah, I feel like they really screwed up killing Dewey because he was what made that series just fun and a little bit lighthearted and just being one of the main characters. I'm surprised they didn't kill off Neve Campbell's character, like, to write her out in the last movie. But I guess it worked out for him because she's back. Yeah, Stu Macher, man. I feel like he could be alive. I don't think they'll let him be alive, but I feel like he could be alive. Latest trailers. Let's see what IMDb has. So Speak No Evil. I need to check this one out. Humane. Talked about that one. Terrifier 3. Excited about this one. Yeah, Randy was he was what's his name? Jamie Kennedy, right? Yeah. Yeah, Jamie Kennedy. Yeah, definitely one of the characters that made the franchise what it is, with, you know, him going through and giving everybody the horror movie rules and all that stuff. Yeah, I don't know. I've always just Scream is just one of those movies. It's up there in my top favorite horror films. You know, I have like tons of copies of all 3 of these. Every time I see a Scream VHS, I buy it. They're not hard to find because they were mass produced, but like multiple variations of the original VHS artwork for the first one, like the one with Neve Campbell on the front, and she has blue. Like, I see at least 3 copies across the room from me here. I know there's some stacked up over here by this TV in this stack, and like I said, I have one of each up here above me. Andy works at the video store, right? Like, can't get much cooler than that. It's the most popular trailers. I don't even know what this is. What is this? I've been seeing.
It's hard getting into filmmaking.
I want to see the trailer. I want to see. It's on Netflix, March 21st. Oh, adventure, drama, fantasy. A fateful decision made in 1960s China reverberates in the present, where a group of scientists partner with a detective to confront an existential planetary threat. Probably be cool, but not what I'm looking for. And I miss a lot of movies too, because I mainly watch horror and stuff like that. Like, I haven't even seen the Dune movies. As cool and as gnarly as I know that they would be, if I have my chance to watch something and sit down and dedicate my time to that, I'm going to watch a horror film every time. And a lot of times it's like, okay, well, you can watch Dune. Yeah, I saw Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving was rad. I'm an Eli Roth fan anyways. I was hoping it was going to be a little bit better. But I liked it because we don't have enough Thanksgiving horror films. And that one will be a staple every Thanksgiving. But yeah, it was good. It was just very, what you think you're going to get is what you get, you know. There is no like crazy subplot. There is nothing that you can't see coming. There was also some corny moments in it. I mean, I could do a review on that one and just like schedule it for Thanksgiving of this year, because that's when people are going to be looking for the review for it. I mean, it was all right. I've only seen it once. I would watch it again. Like I said, it's going to be a staple. Oh yeah, the trailer for the Grindhouse. It's a cool BTS shot. Oh, that's not a BTS shot. That's when they're supposed to be filming the commercial. Never mind. I'm trying to remember what it was. There was something that I thought was pretty stupid in this movie. I just can't think of it off the top of my head. But when and if I go back and do a review of it, I'll find it, because I'll just watch the movie again. There's something that I'm thinking that they did in this movie, and I'm just like, that makes zero freaking sense. But yeah, that's probably gonna do it for this stream. That way. Oh yeah, Black Sabbath to the metalhead guy. I will sit here and I will browse through IMDb for the next 4 hours. So I feel like I'm gonna spare you guys the rambling. I appreciate Chuck, you coming out, Frank coming out, and Bradley if you're out there. And you can still hear me. I appreciate you guys coming out and watching the stream. I hate that Don't Look in the Basement was not a better film. The poster definitely overpromised and the movie underdelivered. So we'll find something better for next Friday's horror hangout. But with that, like I said, I'll have the Abigail trailer reaction video up tomorrow. As always, stay creepy, and I will see you guys later.